Hello everyone, and thank you for taking the time to watch my first video. Today we are going to cover um, conditional data validation population. So basically what we have a list of transactions here where we'd like to be able to choose the salesperson, and then it automatically populate the city that is, or the list of cities that that salesperson is associated with. Well, here we have 75 or 80, which can be pretty tough to choose from. So basically we need to, let's get started. We need to um, fill this with the salespeople, and we can do that with Alt DL. Choose the list, and I have a named range called salespeople, and choose. So now when we choose this, we can choose the name. That's the easy part. We could go ahead and do this where we go and choose the city, go ahead and say OK, but that gives us a really long list that can be tough to choose from, especially if they're not sorted, which in this case they are not. So let's go ahead and delete that. And by deleting it, we're going to go ahead and go Alt DL, any value, and OK. So basically now we're going to have to use some VBA. I have already written this out to spare you the trouble with my terrible typing. I'm going to drag it in here. I had it commented out so I could show you. And alright, sorry if my phone started ringing. Now what this does, basically we use their range, target dot column. We say if that equals 1, then we want to continue. So then we want to set our range to target dot offset, which is saying we're offsetting it 1 to the right and 0 rows down. Right here, and we say if it's null, then we want to exit sub. Actually, we're saying if target dot value is null. We do not want to say if target. We want to, target. Yeah, that's correct. Target is null, saying if this is null, then we do not want to do anything, so we exit the sub. Then we populate our variable called names, and now we have another variable called last row that we're going to go here and say what is our last row. To do so, we need to go ahead and say last row equals worksheet.cells rows count XL up. Then we have to loop through it, and so we say x equals 2 to last row, and then we say if names equals worksheet.value at column 2, then we want to say if counter is empty. Right, here's where we populate the counter. If counter is empty, then we want to say equals ws.cells equals 1. If it's not, then we say string names equals string names and a comma ws dot cells equal 1. Alright, and then we say counter equals 1. Then we want to say we want to unprotect the sheet if you have it protected. So you can say worksheet or me. You can say me dot unprotect and the password. I do not have a password, but alright. And then here you say with range dot validation. We want to delete the current, and then we want to add a list, a validate list, and then we want the operator to be XL between, and formula to equal string names. Alright, then we want to ignore our blanks equals true, and cell drop down equals true, input title equals null, error message equals null, show input equals true, show error equals true, and then we want to end our sub. So let's go ahead and try that out and see how it works. So right now there's nothing there. We choose John, or we choose James, and it populates with James's stuff. Then we choose Derek, and it populates with Derek's. Alright, thanks again for watching my video, and I look forward to seeing you in the future.